and I'll take the top off in a moment so it can be seen much better. That band actually has a predatory fungus embedded in it. So like with most times we are dealing with ants where the ants are being recruited to an attractant bait, in this particular case they're being recruited to the attractant bait, but they're picking up a fungus that is a predatory fungus to insects. But this particular strain is very, very deadly to homopteran insects such as aphids, scale, mealybugs, the Asian citrus psyllid, and other psyllids, which is very significant. And since the ants farm and protect these piercing, sucking, disease vectoring insects, by having the ants pick up a actual, in a sense, disease, a biological that they're taking and carrying to their food source as they farm them for their honeydew, they're actually distributing the fungus to them that has been actually been picked up and spread by grooming and interaction between the ants through the colony, and wiping out their own food source by transferring that fungus to the anus of the homopteran and other crop damaging insects. So we'll get in a little bit closer so you can see what's going on. I'm going to unspin the top, shut off the flow switch, and you can see the flow switch there. And as you can see, the ants are going across the membrane, and as they go across the membrane, they're feeding at the pool area. They're picking up the predatory fungus. And ants are extremely social insects. They groom each other and interact as a superorganism. In this case, the white-footed ant, like the Argentine ant and several other world-traveling tramp ants, is extremely invasive. I'm going to try and zoom up a little bit closer. So you can see as they're passing over, they're actually picking up the fungus, and ants are constantly taking their front legs and putting them in their mouth. Most insects do, for traction, I guess, and also for grooming reasons. And so they get contaminated and they pass the fungal infection, I guess you could call it, back and forth. But the fungus actually penetrates the homopteran insects and grows inside of them and then sprouts. And it's really kind of an ugly way to go, but it's really quite effective too, since what you've got is sort of a double Trojan horse, where the ants are actually destroying their own farming food source. So that's how it works. We don't want to make this too long for you. So I'm going to back away, put the wither shield back on, and the bulb, because of course we can feed millions of ants with a single AntPro dispenser, but the key with most ant species is that they're carrying the food back to the colony and feeding the queens, and then when you take the queens out, you're destroying the colony from within. And that's it for today. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.